Will teams really play by the new rules? And are you really wearing Dodger blue?
Welcome to Dodger Fan Weekly. I'm Adele.
And I'm Ana.
This is Dodger Fan Weekly, and we love the Dodgers.
And
What are we going to talk about this week?
this week we're going to talk about new rules. There's more new rules.
More new rules
For Major
since
League Baseball.
last year. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Last year there were 2 new rules. One was what's called the Posey rule.
Yes,
about
blocking the plate.
Mm-hmm. We're kind of working those kinks out. And the other was having managers review plays.
Yes, those were long and dragged out.
They were. Well, the new rules this year all have to do with pace of play of the game. And it's not so much that baseball games are too slow. Like, I love long baseball games as long as the teams are on the field playing, but it's designed to kind of cut down on the dead space between when one team leaves the field and another team comes back onto the field.
Okay.
So, you've been to Dodger Stadium, there's a timer on the pitcher.
Right.
Right? So, picture it.
Well, there's
you know.
not a timer on the pitcher. There's
Right.
a timer out in the field,
Uh-huh.
in center field.
And yes,
And it starts running once the third out is made.
that's right. And it starts at 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Okay.
So after the third out,
The clock starts.
the clock starts, and so the one team has to go off the field, and the next team comes on the field, and the pitcher has to be ready to make his pitch to the first batter by the time the timer gets to 2:25.
And in turn, the batter has to be in the box ready to...
That's exactly right. So I don't know how I know they've implemented it, and I don't know that they're enforcing it this year, but I know the timers are there.
And what's the enforcement? In the minor leagues, I think, weren't they getting an out or a strike or something?
Yes, the rules were that if they took too long, the umpire would call an automatic strike on the batter, which is kind of punishing the batter, which is the other rule because they're trying to speed up the game in the batter's box, and it's called the batter's box rule.
Oh, okay.
And
So no more.
yes,
stuff,
all
right?
those lengthy preparations to step in the box, which slowed down the game. And it's not, like I said, about the play, it's about between innings and making it tighter.
Right. And so I myself, when I was at the game, because I can't watch them on TV, when I was at the game, I did not notice if they were stepping in and out of the box, and I didn't know when they were allowed to or not allowed to. You know, it's still very confusing for the viewer.
Right.
I don't know if they know for sure what's going on, but it is a little bit iffy. And I do know I read somewhere where there's a $500 fine for stepping out of the box at inappropriate times.
We'll see, and I don't know if they're implementing him, if they're fining them the $500 or not, but them's the new rules.
Everybody clap your hands.
Isn't this pretty? I'm talking about the blue. Isn't this pretty? It's beautiful.
This is pretty, this is pretty.
It's Dodger blue.
It is Dodger blue.
Yes, it is.
But it's kind of different colors of blue.
Well, yes, but do you know that there really is a Dodger blue? I mean, it's a real color. It's called Dodger blue.
Now, have the Dodgers always worn blue?
Well, you know, they were the Brooklyn Robins or whatever they were.
Oh.
And so Robins are blue.
Robins are blue.
So they started wearing blue, and the blues, shades of blues have changed. Tommy Lasorda actually coined the phrase Dodger blue.
Oh.
But somewhere along the line, the Dodgers actually put together a color so that it would be called Dodger blue. And it actually is a color in the color scheme of shades of blue. Check it out.
I'm looking up shades of blue on Wikipedia and, well, what do you know? Look at that.
But I also saw that there's the Dodger blue that's called Dodger blue, but I saw something else that said Dodger uniform blue.
Yes,
And
because what they've done is they've added a little bit of darker color to make the Dodger stand out on the uniform.
Oh, the logo.
Yes.
The logo and the number. Okay.
But so it's Dodger blue. So please wear your blue with pride because it's a real color. It's a true color. It's part of the rainbow. It's part of life.
It's Dodger blue.
Yes.
A high drive, a wing back, is gone.
And speaking of gone, the Dodgers are going on the road.
Big road trip.
3 games to San Francisco against the hated Giants. Madison Bumgarner, Buster Posey.
And then they're going.
to San Diego.
And Vinny will be there.
3 games. Vinny's going to announce all of these games because he's announcing games in California. So 6
Very
games
exciting.
on the road, 2 big series.
I predict 6-0.
I'm Adele.
I'm Annadelle.
See
You
next week. Ah!